27-year-old Damari and 22-year-old Trinity are the parents of 2-month-old Zion, whose life was taken in September of last year. They were recently arrested. I don't understand why it took this long for them to be arrested for either taking the life of their son and or watching and not doing anything about it. I don't understand why it took so long. The baby was 2 months old. They had already had CPS in their lives from like day 10 of their behavior with him because of what they were doing and allowing. Now, they did go ahead and charge Damari with capital murder of anyone under the age of 10, and his bond is set at $2 million. And then Trinity was charged with injury to a child resulting in bodily injury, and her bond is set at $250,000. Now, this happened out of Houston, and we already have talked about Houston and their lack of child abuse motivation to get it done. They real lazy. That's why it took a doggone year, and it should have never taken a year for y'all to charge them for what they allowed and did to their 2-month-old son. Now, about around when he was about 10 days old, he was in the hospital, and they took the baby from them and gave it to the maternal grandmother, and then asked the maternal grandmother to stay in the home with them to kind of make sure things were on the up and up, things of that sort. She agreed. She moved in, things of that sort. Somehow we get to September the 8th of 2024, and he is brought back into the hospital with new injuries. And they're like, what the heck is going on? We already recently saw this baby not too long ago. Why are there new injuries? So they get a pediatric critical care social worker involved who speaks to authorities and is like, yeah, something's going on. We've got to look into this. And that is what starts taking place. He unfortunately lost his life on September the 11th. He could not survive the injuries that he had endured. He had multiple blunt force injuries to his head, torso, and extremities. And imagine, he is only 2 months old. He is very tiny. Now, Damani told authorities that he only had an allergic reaction to something. Like, he's got all these injuries and things of that sort because he had an allergic reaction to something. What? He didn't have no doggone allergic reaction to nothing. What did you do to your child, sir? This was your child. Now, because, of course, they took forever in a day to get charges, they did do a deep dive into things, and they found cell phone data of searches that were taking place right around before they took him into the hospital. They found things like, my baby won't wake up, but they're still breathing. Can't wake baby, but their breathing is just normal. And then stuff like how to pass a lie detector test. That means you were planning to lie. They even found mess between Trinity and Damani, where she's kind of like the authority